So, with Tekken 8 launching very soon, I'm sure a lot of people, new and old to the series, will be wondering, who are the strongest characters in this game? Or, who can they use to ensure they get the best results possible as they begin their Tekken 8 improvement journey? Today, we're going to be talking about that. Now, to be clear, we've only had access to the 19 characters available in the previous closed network test, so any characters outside of that are still a mystery to those of us who aren't using the crack. But Devil Jin and Reina better be broken, or I'm coming after Harada. To start, let's talk about Jin. Jin has been insanely strong ever since the first network test, and has essentially remained the same all the way up until the demo. He's not only insanely strong, but he's also been made easier than ever before, with his hook fist now launching without needing electrics, his counter hit forward 4 pickup going from being one of the hardest pickups in the game to being something anyone can do, and his overall Mishima tools being casted aside towards his new broken tools. His down 2 is insanely broken, doing way too much damage, only being minus 14, and being a full counter hit launcher into Jin's signature damage, which by the way is the best it's ever been, and hitting from decently far away. Jin's one weakness in Tekken 7 was his lack of range on key tools, and they've just completely gotten rid of that weakness. His jab and down forward 1 now enjoy great reach. I don't have to tell you how important safe pokes and pressure are going to be, with heat and chip damage being a part of Tekken now. He still retains some of his strongest strings like back 2-1 and 2-1-4, and all of his crazy evasive mix-ups. And if that's not enough, all Mishimas now get free electrics while in heat. Jin's punishment is probably still the best in the game, with his 10-frame punisher 2-1 now transitioning into stance for crazy mix-ups. I have no idea why they gave that to him. And there's most likely more I'm forgetting. This character is just so incredibly strong at 8, and will most likely be the most popular character for newcomers when the game first launches. Get ready to see a lot of Jin in ranked battle. Jack is similar to Tekken 7, where he was already decent, but they've increased his combo damage by an insane amount, and given him new stance mix-ups that everyone's been talking about recently. He is one of the best heat smashes in the game, and his new stance gives him a crazy 50-50. It's a high that breaks block and gives him a free heat smash, or an insanely powerful mid in forward 3 that's plus on block. This heat pressure is just unbalanced. His poking is still insanely strong, and again, I just can't stress how high his damage actually is. He was probably getting around 60 to 70 damage at most in 7 off of a down forward 2, but now he's consistently getting numbers in the hundreds. He still has a really strong backdash, even though they've significantly nerfed backdashing in Tekken 8, which is pretty crazy. And in addition to this, we all know how throws are now insanely broken in Tekken 8 due to the new counter hit throw system, as if you get a counter hit throw, your opponent has almost no time to break it now. And Jack now has launching throws. He throws you a counter hit, you have 8 or 9 frames to break it, and if you miss that break window, you take 999 damage. Fun. Jack is going to be a very, very common pick in ranked, I can tell. Another really strong character who I'm sure you've all heard people talking about is Claudio. Now, Claudio, despite his nerfs, has benefited from the heat system more than almost any other character in my opinion, and the system change that allows you to do while running moves from standing way easier has made him a lot stronger if you ask me. His down forward 1 is still ridiculous, and his while running 2 has never been better with a combination of heat and chip damage. It's way easier to do from standing, as I previously mentioned as well. Down back 1-2 is still super strong, and he also has the new super while running 2, which just does insane damage. I think it does more than Paul Deathfist now. His homing arrow is insanely strong, and his heat smash just gives him a ridiculous low like Paul's Demo Man, but with range. Stardust has always been a very strong mechanic, and it's still very strong here in Tekken 8, but Stardust in combination with heat just makes this a disgusting character, who will likely see great results in Tekken 8. Not to mention, his damage output is very unbalanced and will probably be nerfed soon after the game launches. Claudio is going to be a great pick for new players and veterans alike. Jun Kazama, another character people have been talking about a lot recently. Jun flat out has the best damage in the game, and we've been seeing combos on her like no other going around. Like seriously, her wall travel and overall damage needs to be nerfed. In addition to this, she has insane punishment, maybe even better than Jin. She has a ton of matchup check stuff as you'd expect, with really high damaging and gimmicky strings, crazy parries, and power crush tools. And overall, the character is relatively unexplored for now, but as more and more people start labbing her, I'm really scared of what people are going to start doing with her. And honestly, that's the thing. There's probably a lot more broken characters I haven't even mentioned here. The game hasn't even launched yet, and as more and more people get their hands on it and start labbing, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of crazy discoveries being made. I've heard Lily is really strong now, and Feng Wei essentially remains just as good as he was in 7, but with the heat system changes, so he'll probably end up being a top tier as well. Huarang's insane wall pressure is even better now with heat and chip damage, so I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of him as well. Azucena just won the EVO showcase, being piloted by Arslan Ash, of course, and people are saying she'll be very strong as well. And again, there's probably way more, including the other characters who we can't even access yet. It's a little bit too early to say for now, but this game is seeming pretty balanced in my opinion, with more top tiers than ever, and I really like the idea of every character being broken, rather than just a few top tiers who are far above the rest, and then a bunch of other scattered characters. No characters in Tekken 8 truly feel weak so far. Again, it's too early to say for sure, but these are my picks as to which characters will be the strongest at Tekken 8's launch, and which characters I can say with certainty you'll have success with if you decide to pick them up. Anyway, that's going to be about it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please consider subscribing to help me out. Only about 1.5% of my viewers are subscribed, so if you enjoyed this video and are interested in more Tekken 8 content, I'm going to have guides, news updates out, and a lot more, so if you're interested in any of that stuff, please consider subscribing to help me out. I'm trying to make this YouTube thing work out. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.